Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic risk audit. Friend, today's topic is very interesting with respect to project management and with respect to exam point of view, if you are studying project management in university or you are planning to give exam of PMP, this is a very important topic because friend, risk audit or risk, you will see at least 10 to 15 questions which are directly related to topic of risk or risk audit. So you can understand that how much it is important to understand the concept of risk or risk audit. Also friend, if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization as a project manager, this is very important that you must know, you must have how to know, you must have to know that what is risk audit and how to deal with it and how to manage the process of risk audit. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Risk audit. Friend, this is a topic which is directly related to project management, and first of all we have to understand that what is a project. Friend, project is a temporary activity which has a beginning and ending point, and it gives you a it has a beginning and ending point. It is temporary and it gives you a unique output or product that is called as a project. Now friend, let's take an example. Like for example, if you are implementing an e-commerce solution for a customer and you have to deliver that project within 4 months, so it is a temporary because after 4 months the project will finish, no more activities will be there on the project, and at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 months, you will have a unique output or product that is called as e-commerce solution. Now friend, if you can understand the concept of project, we can now talk about risk. First of all, we have to understand the concept of friend risk. If we can understand the concept of risk, we can talk about risk audit. Friend, risk is a temporary activity which risk is the uncertain condition of a project for which we are not sure whether it will happen or not happen. Like take an example, um, for example you take an example like you are initiating, you are launching a marketing campaign for a ABC customer, okay, and you have hired a new model for which you are not sure whether people will like that new model or not. So this is an uncertain condition for which you are not sure whether it will happen or not happen. So friend, if people like the new model, you will get an opportunity about your marketing campaign and you will get a boost for your marketing campaign, okay, and it will become an opportunity for you. If people don't like the new model, it will become an issue for you and it will become a failure point for your marketing campaign. So friend, first of all, try to understand the concept of risk here. Risk is the uncertain condition of project for which we are not sure whether it will happen or not happen. It may have a positive impact on the project or it may have a negative impact on the project. If it has a positive impact on the project, it will become an opportunity for you. If it has a negative impact on the project, it will become an issue for you. So friend, remember friend one thing, that risk may have a positive impact or may have a negative impact on the project. If it has a positive impact on the project, it will become an opportunity for you, or if it has a negative impact on the project, it will become an issue for you. Remember friend one thing, that risk, it is not necessary that risk will always have a negative impact. Risk may have a positive impact on the project as well, okay. Now friend, if you can understand the concept of risk, now we can talk about a risk audit. Now what is risk audit friend? Friend, risk audit is the examination and documentation of the effectiveness of risk responses in dealing with identified risks and their root causes, as well as the effectiveness of the risk management process. Conducting a risk audit is an essential component of developing an event management plan. Friends, see, If you have ever worked in any organization, I think I'm sure that you may have seen the auditors. Auditors maybe are related to financial auditors or software quality assurance auditors, ISO auditors, etc. etc. Basically, friend, the concept of audit. What is the concept of audit? Main concept of audit is that if we just talk about right now only about the audit concept means that some person, like some third party concept persons or some other departments, basically they audit your procedures, your response planning, that how you are managing your processes. Basically they basically evaluate your performance, your processes, that how you are executing the processes, are your processes are aligned with the standard procedures or not. If there's any gaps, if there's any issues, so they will highlight it and they will recommend, they will give you the recommendation. Okay, so this is the main concept of audit. Now if we talk about risk audit, friend, risk audit means that basically just imagine that the project manager or any third party vendor or any other third party, any other team member can audit your risk response planning. They basically what they do, they will evaluate that what are the risks in the project and how you are managing those risks, what are the risk response planning. If there is any gap they found, they will evaluate it, they will give a report and they will escalate it to the management. So now friend, just try to understand the purpose of risk auditing is that the risk auditing is normally generally done by, if we talk about in project management, it is done by project manager or any third party vendor or any other team member or related to other department. What they do, basically they basically identified the risk and the risk response planning accordingly, and they see in detail that how you are managing the risk in a project, and are they willing, are aligned according to the risk response planning or not. If there is any gap in the risk response planning, so they will generate a report and they will highlight it and they will manage it, and they will escalate the matter if there is any gap in the risk response planning. Now friend, how to conduct the risk response? Friend, first of all, review the effectiveness of the responses to the risk. First of all, we must have to know that what are the risks in the project, how you are managing, what are your responses against the risk. Then, friend, who are the risk owner? Like who is the responsible person to manage those risks? Secondly, friend, what is the effectiveness of the risk procedures? So these are the very basic steps to conduct the risk audit. Risk audit normally conduct by project manager, team member, any other third party vendor. They basically based on the criteria, based on the procedure, that what are the effectiveness of the risk responses, who is the risk owner, who is the person who is responsible to handle the risk, and also the effectiveness, what is the effectiveness of the risk processes. So friend, these are the procedure to conduct a risk audit. Now friend, just want to give you a very simple example. For example, you are take an example like you are managing ABC project, and generally the project is executing okay. However, you just want to see that if there is any problem in the risk response planning or not. So due to that consideration, you have assigned a person of team member of 3 persons to just conduct the risk audit to see the risk response planning, and if there's any if they found any gap, so they will escalate it. So after analyzing the risk response planning, they found 4 issues in that. First of all, they found, friend, that an ABC person, just take an example that ABC person is negligent in managing a significant risk for a critical path activity. which may result in an average impact to the schedule of 2 weeks. Secondly, friend, they have also found that there are two major risks where no response found against those risks. Then the third one is that the team missed an opportunity that could have saved the project $20,000. And the fourth one is that the risk evaluation process need improvement. The scale being used for the qualitative risk analysis was broad and prone to bias. So friend, basically just take it as an example here. See, the main purpose of risk audit is that the third party vendor or any other independent person who is not directly related to project, he can evaluate your procedures for risk response planning. They if they found any gap in the risk response planning, they will generate a report and they will submit a report to senior management if they found any gaps in the risk response planning. So this is the main purpose of risk audit. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.